Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
2025 Honda Civic Si.
Without launch control, manual transmission. Yeah, that's right. Shift lights, baby. Not bad.
Horsepower and torque.
200 horsepower, 192 pound-feet of torque from a 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder.
That sounds like it's the same as the last one. What is updated about this one?
Well, not the engine, kind of unfortunately. Although it is a good engine, it would have been nice to see a bump in horsepower or torque because now we have the hybrid Civic that has more torque than this with the same horsepower.
But I guess it's like a mid-cycle refresh, so how much can you really ask for?
Well, the biggest things that you can ask for is what we've already had in Canada, Yuri.
So yeah, in our last video, everyone was complaining, hey, in America, we don't get those cool shift lights.
We got shift lights with the digital gauge cluster on the new SI for America and Canada. And then we also have heated seats in the front on an SI in America, which we've already had in Canada.
Shout out.
You're welcome, everybody.
We're your test case.
Yeah, not that we caused any of that stuff,
and
but
we approved.
yes. Those are honestly the most major changes.
Well, besides the looks.
Yes. The changes are fairly minor, and it kind of looks almost identical to a regular sport hybrid.
Yeah, the way to see the difference is you'll see an SI badge at the front.
Yes, and the grille is matte rather than black paint.
Yeah, and then underneath the headlights, it's black instead of color matched, whatever is like the sport.
Exactly. So it's very subtle differences. And
and at the very bottom, the lip is not color matched, it's black as well.
Yes. And then the next biggest thing that they changed were the wheels. Now, I actually prefer the previous generation wheels, but the cool part about these wheels is it actually says SI.
I like that a lot, even though I don't like black wheels, but you know.
Yeah, and they're like a matte black again, which, you know, gloss black at least? Honestly, I don't know.
But we don't get that cool color that we get now in the sport touring hatchback, that's sand.
Yes, but new for the SI, you get a Sonic Gray Pearl or whatever. It's the flat gray primer style thing.
Yeah, everyone likes that. And then no more orange like we had last time. We have red, which matches the red stuff on the inside better than orange, which kind of clashed a little bit.
And although all of that is very important, the most important part of the SI, in my opinion, is that Honda claims that they are the #1 selling manual transmission vehicle in America this year. And class exclusive, it's the only transmission option because any other competitor also has an automatic available.
Oh, that's pretty hardcore of Honda.
So shout out Honda, and if you do want to get your own SI or your own sport hybrid or any Civic, go to tsp.truecar.com because they sell like hotcakes.
And join that group of largest buyers of manuals.
Civic Nation, bruh.
Does that include Type R's?
I don't know. There's specific to SI as far as I think.
Okay,
well, you know what? I actually don't know.
Check the wording.
It just says the #1 selling brand. It's brand, it's not car specific.
Okay.
And the 6-speed, as far as I know, hasn't been updated. The only thing that they did update, because we have automatic rev matching, which you can turn off through the infotainment when you are at a full stop.
With your handbrake up.
Yeah, which would have been nice to be able to tie it to your individual mode because now we have an individual mode. But the thing that they updated is that rev matching now works from second to first. Automatic.
Did it not before?
No. I'm not sure why they omitted that before, but it's nice to have now, I guess.
Yeah, I would like a hard button or a way to do it while driving, but I know they don't do that on this or the Type R.
Yeah.
Like the Veloster N does that stuff, or whatever Hyundai sells now. I don't think they sell the Veloster anymore.
No, they have the Elantra N.
Yeah.
But this thing is honestly pretty fun to drive. Like, we got those shift lights.
I like banging it off and hearing the shift lights. It's a good reminder.
Yes, it's nice to have the thing that we already had, but they didn't get rid of it.
If I own this, I'd probably turn off that beep.
Yeah.
The lights are enough.
Yep, and it's cool how it's like Formula One style, because, you know, Honda likes to tout that and whatever. The shift lights kind of go into the middle, kind of meet each other in the middle towards the red part. And with this new refreshed Civic, the chassis has been stiffened, and they did have to retune the dampers on the SI to accommodate for that, and it's pretty comfortable. Like,
it's not bad.
You do feel some of the bumps here and there. Watch our upcoming video on the regular hatch to see our driving impressions of the sport hybrid coming soon. But not today, I can't talk about those right now. But right now, this SI feels pretty good out here. And handling, let's do a little bit at slightly higher speeds because I think it's gonna handle pretty well and it is pretty fun to drive. And we do have the optional summer performance tires. But if you wanted to get yourself a set of Continental tires, Yuri, what is the recommended Continental tire?
The Extreme Contact Sport 02.
That's right, and winter is coming, so get yourself a set of Continental Viking Contact 7s right now, because that is the recommended tire for this car.
Or at least mentally prepare yourself to book an appointment to go get your winter tires put on.
Yes, and click the link in the description or what you're seeing on screen right now to check your Continental recommended tire. All right, Yuri, I think with all that, I think you should be driving this right now.
I'm ready. Gonna launch it in sport mode so we can hear that cool pumped in audio. It's not like that offensive in sport mode.
And you can turn it off, which is great.
Well, you can turn it down. It doesn't feel like it really goes. Like I'm gonna get into a nice. Like it does sound a little bit less.
A little
bit. But it's still there, I think.
Yeah.
Not the worst, not the worst.
No, and as you're going through those turns, I was reminded that we still have an LSD in the front because this is still a front-wheel drive vehicle, so thank you for not deleting that for some weird cost savings measures.
Yeah, it's like they kind of just improved on stuff.
Yeah.
I do like the smoke taillights in the back. They're slightly darker.
Yeah, like slightly darker than the regular Civic.
And the little spoiler there looks nice too.
Yeah.
Too bad it's only a sedan.
I know. Okay, so now that we've helped change this American Civic with the gauge cluster and these heated seats, if you want a Civic Si hatchback, leave a comment. Apparently Honda does listen, so maybe if they see enough comments, they will make that happen for the next generation. Maybe. It's worth a shot.
I missed that two-door from last gen.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was pretty cool because the Si came in that as well.
Yeah, it did. Oh, and also on the Si exclusive, we... Yuri, could you please downshift for me? Or upshift? We do have exhaust tips out back, real ones, so let's take a listen to the outside.
I actually really like the sound of it, kind of just moving around slow. It's got a nice, like a nice subtle little rumble.
Not bad for a little four-popper.
Okay, so these seats, pretty comfy for considering they're cloth and stuff.
I like that they're cloth, and they are quite well bolstered, more than the regular Civic hatch.
But it's cloth in the back.
Yes.
And then these are manually operated because SI.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's just like if you're sharing it with a partner.
Exactly.
But I guess like how many couples share a manual transmission car? Like I feel like that's...
I don't know, I'm sure there are some.
Some, but probably not too many.
Yeah.
I do like how inside we got this red trim everywhere.
Yeah, around this honeycomb grill. Looks nice.
And this, even though it's not like the same reds anywhere, it still is like a little bit off.
And then this is all cloth, which I really do notice. I'm like, oh yeah, that would have been kind of nice in leather, but it's fine. Not going to complain.
Okay, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wired, wireless, that's nice. And this now has Google built in.
Yep.
Hey Google, directions to Mexico.
I was going to say the same thing.
Just a moment.
By the way, we are in Tennessee right now, or specifically in
How far away do you think it is?
Nashville area. I think it's 24 hours away.
Nice! That worked really well, very fast.
And there's actually 3 speed traps along the way. Nice, Google.
Only 3.
Yeah. And these back roads out here in Tennessee, these roads are amazing.
Yeah, this is like nice, chill.
You guys got sick roads out here. Yo, Whistling Diesel, shout out.
Shout out, yeah.
You want to destroy a Civic Si.
That's our favorite car review. That's our favorite car channel right now, I think.
Yeah, he's killing it.
And then back to the infotainment, we got hard button for home, hard button for back, left and right hard buttons for your radio, and a nice volume knob. But no Sirius XM. But, you know, people have just been streaming stuff from their app, so you'll be fine with that.
And then we do have hard button climate, those nice clicky buttons that we love. Everything feels high quality there.
But no wireless charger, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, you got to get a regular Civic hybrid for that, sport hybrid.
And again, I do like this gauge cluster. It's nice and simple, like no frills at all, just nice and normal. And then this does have good adaptive cruise and lane centering.
And Yuri, tell me more about this manual transmission in your hand now.
It has the numbers 1 through 6, and then
it feels good though, doesn't it?
It feels as good as I could expect for 2025.
It's not quite Civic Type R, but I don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
But it's also just really good.
The pedal placement's nice for heel towing. It's good once you turn that off.
And the only way to get manual transmission with a turbo engine, you have to get an SI or a Type R.
The clutch is a little light.
Yes.
But it's fine. I think it does have rev hang that people don't like, but it's like, what else are you going to get? Like,
For emissions, you need it.
what are you going to do? Get the 2025 GTI in manual?
Yeah, you can't even do that. They deleted it.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. Yeah.
They could make this much worse and still be winning.
Yes. Shout out Honda for keeping manual transmissions alive.
tsp.truecar.com. Find an old GTI with a manual, maybe.
Or if you want a Carface shirt, like one of the ones that I'm wearing, except one of the other cars that we just referenced, go to our website, linked below right now.
I'll pop up that product page right now.
Yeah, click that link. We got our own merch. Yuri designs it 100%.
Other important things. The cup holders are great.
Yes.
We have a sliding visor, I assume, right?
I assume, yeah.
3,
fair.
2, 1.
Yes, good job.
Back seat room is great again because people use these as Ubers, so they have to have room.
Oh, SIs?
Civics.
Yes.
And the trunk space is pretty okay. Wish it was a hatch, but I understand. It's still good.
It is still good.
Then a little sunroof.
Yes.
And I feel like that's pretty much it. Like, there's not too much more.
No, because it hasn't been drastically updated. It's been like a pretty light refresh.
Yeah, and I think with the new bumper, like, it all looks good.
Yeah.
Just like nothing bad.
No, exactly.
Just way better for Americans because you get this cool stuff, and nothing worse for Canadians.
Yes, and nothing worse from the previous generation. Everything has been improved.
Yes.
So great job.
And Honda, if you're listening, for the next generation, the improvements we would like: a hard button for rev match on the steering wheel, a manual handbrake, so you can go doot, 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 and be able to turn off the pumped-in audio completely, because I still feel like it's kind of there.
And my request would be a little bit of a bump in power just to differentiate this a little bit more from the hybrid.
And a two-door and a hatch. Very minor request, no black wheels.
Yeah. I mean, like, you could have just make it V8 rear-wheel drive as well and just, you know.
And bring back the S2000.
Yeah, and if all that happens, you're welcome. And if none of it happens, I'm sorry.
None of it's happening. So with all that, I think it's time we get to the price.
One price, because it's one trim level for the SI, 29,950 American buckaroos.
And what's that in Canadian?
$35,800.
All right.
Starting to get up there a little bit. Competitor to this could be an Elantra N at that price.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You're kind of getting up there.
Elantra N's are probably getting up there
They are
even more.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, it's in an interesting spot, but it's cool that they're keeping the manual alive. And like the only thing, because the Elantra N, you can get in both.
Yeah, I mean, I think SI's cool. It's nice. It's chill. It's not like too fast. It's just like a nice amount of speed for a front-wheel drive manual car.
Exactly.
And with like the LSD, like, it's set up right.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think of the updated SI. Are you so happy with these new heated seats and digital shift lights? Leave a comment below. We'll see you guys at the next video. Thanks for watching.